You have now entered the lab, episode 132. Elvis Escobar. He is Fort Sama. Little Fort delay for 10 minutes. We apologize, but we're up and running. Exclusively now on YouTube, no longer on X/Twitter, because you have to have a check mark, and you also have to be a premium. So that's another $11 out of our pocket, which we're not currently in the position to raise that money right now. So we'll be on
You
YouTube
don't have the
exclusively.
facilities for that big money.
Facility, yeah, come on. Unless anybody want to donate. People out there that are listening that are my friends, you have my Venmo, Cash App. I'm sure a lot of guys with Fort Sama, and then we could get on Twitter. But we're on YouTube, so if you're on it, subscribe. We post it on Instagram. We post it on Twitter, so you could have the link easy to follow along. If you want to come into the lab, pause. Like Drew Williams did last week. That was a fun random guest. He came in a couple times, so you could do the same thing. If you have a topic that you're listening to us talk about, or you want us to talk about something that we're not talking about, go ahead and message us. We'll send you the link. You can pop in, and that's how the lab works. So episode, of course, sponsored Broward Vintage. I am rocking the shirt that I showed off last week, USA Olympics. Fire. Rocked it on Saturday. This is the second time I'm wearing it in 3 days. Broward Vintage, men's clothing, kids' clothing, women's clothing, uploading at least 10 items a day, every single day. He just gave me a bunch of jackets that we're uploading. So now that summer's quickly going, we're about to be in August, which is crazy.
Dog days of August, baby.
Yeah, a lot of states are now going to experience a little less humidity, a little less heat during the days, and cool down at the night. So we have jackets. He just gave me 3 bins basically of jackets: Polo, Nike, all different types. So definitely check them out on our link, Broward Vintage on eBay. What else? Timestamps will be provided after this episode is done, which probably within the hour. I try to get them up. Timestamps, you could skip ahead, go on YouTube. If you don't know how to work YouTube, ask your child, ask your nephew or niece. They probably know how to operate better than you do. Fort Sama, we are in the last day of recording in July 2024. It is, what's today's date? The 29th on Monday. We got the Olympics going on. That gives additional sports, a different, something to watch during the day, morning, and at night. We got SUMMERSLAM going on.
Yeah, I woke up this morning at like 8 a.m. to watch tennis. Granted, it was Novak and Nadal, but I'm not waking up at 8 a.m. to watch tennis.
Yeah, of course. And they just replayed it again, which is cool, because if you didn't watch it and you don't know who wins, what's cool about the Peacock app or anything, you could just go on and rewatch it as if you don't know what happened if you didn't, and it's not like readily on ESPN that you could check the box score or something. So I just rewatched that from earlier today, and I didn't even know who won. So I just kind of rewatched it as it was. We got WWE SummerSlam happened on Saturday, which is the second biggest pay-per-view other than WrestleMania. So Monday Night Raw is airing now. UFC 304 that just went live in Manchester. We'll get into that on Saturday. What else? We got Yankees. First time I'm rocking the Yankee cap in months, because they haven't earned that right. But now we got Jazz Chisholm, and all is right in the world. They're currently up 7-2. They're currently up 7-2 on the Phillies, at Philly. So, Fort Sama, how's your week been? Talk about, a little bit, catching up a little bit, We don't talk as often as we used to.
I am.
Just woke up from a nap?
I did. Much needed nap. Yesterday, I had.
You nap in your bed, or you nap on the couch?
No, man. I took a nap on the couch just now. I got home from work.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I like keeping the bed for sleep purposes, like full sleep purposes.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, unless it's like, I don't know. It really depends. I was already on the couch, so
makes sense.
And like you've been on my couch before. It's a very comfortable couch.
It is very comfortable.
It kind of just sucks you in, no homo pause. But last week was pretty chill. I went to the pool, and hung out by myself. Shorty was in Key West.
And so you had a little alone time. That's good.
Yeah, it was good. You need that every now and then.
Always, brother. Always.
And
especially
then,
especially in that circumstance, living with the other. You always need that time.
Yeah. And then this weekend, very chill, worked. Sunday, so Saturday night I was at work. One of my coworkers was on a 10-day cruise, and he just got back, and he was like, "Man, I'm trying to pick up some shifts. I'm trying to work this, and that." Mm-hmm. I was like, "You trying to work my shift tomorrow?"
And which was what, Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday. He's like, "What is it?" I'm like, "It's 5 p.m. to 10:45 closing." He's like, "Yeah, that's fine." I'm like, "For real?" He's like,
"That's solid."
Yeah. I was like, "Bro, that." So I had the whole day yesterday off, all day, and Shorty got me a massage yesterday early morning. Her job gave her a gift card for a massage, and her massage didn't use the whole gift card, so she booked me one. I went on Sunday. Shout out Sydney at Pooler Day Spa. If you live in Pooler and you need a massage, go to Pooler Day Spa. Ask for Sydney. She was great. She was very attentive, very professional. She made sure that, she kept asking me questions, kept it, 100. And I appreciate that. And then, got here, we knocked some stuff out in the crib, made sure the crib was good. We went to the pool, hung out at the pool. We had bought some goggles. I bought some goggles on Amazon. She bought them for Prime Day.
I clowned you for it.
You did. But hey, look, we go swimming a lot. We go to the pool a lot. And one of the first times we had went, I see some kid in there. He had some goggles. I was like, damn, I want some fucking goggles. So since that time, I was like, I got to get me some goggles.
And don't be fooled. They're not just goggles. They're like ocean goggles.
They got the nose. They got the nose piece. Yeah, full face. Nose. Yeah. So all I need is just
the snorkel. Let me tell the people. Yeah. So I get a picture sent to him, and he's relaxing. He's sprawled out. But also, my man is in a public pool with big-ass goggles in. And it's like, all right, if you get goggles, you need the little ones for a pool. You need the big ones for the ocean. I did call you a dork because, it's okay. You were living life, which I'll give you the pass on that.
No, you need the nose ones, bro. I ain't Michael Phelps.
I ain't hold your nose when you jump in the water like a bitch?
Nah, hell no.
All right. You do one of these, full.
I go.
I love it.
So we were in the pool for about an hour and some change. Then after that, went to Publix, bought some stuff. Oh, I just remembered. Out of nowhere, we had talked about for the last 2 weeks, we had talked about doing. Publix got this fucking juice cleanse. It's a juice detox. It's a gallon. You got to drink a gallon a day for 2 days. It's called Arden's Gardens. And I had did some research on it. I'm like, yo, let's try this, blah, blah, blah. You're only supposed to drink that and water for 2 days.
The whole day? Oh, the whole 2 days. Wow.
So we talked about it, and we're like, yeah, let's do it, this and that. And then I was shopping one day, and they were like $6 off. Normally like $18, but it was like $12.50. So I was like, you know what? Went ahead and bought 2 of them. I was like, let's just go ahead and do it. Try it.
Is it across all Publix or local?
Yeah, it's across all Publixes.
I'll look into it.
So we start doing it the first day. It's going good. Nothing bad.
What time?
I started. I want to say when I went to work. So around 10:30, 11 o'clock. And I was straight on my break. Didn't have no problem. Was just drinking that and water. As long as I got water, I drank some coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
And then I had a sugar-free energy drink that was just sitting there at work. It was maybe 3/4 left. So I drank the rest of that. So as long as I have my water, caffeine, and my Zen pouches, I'm cool. It's mind over matter at that point. But man, at 7 o'clock when I was just about to get off, I'm like, man, I need something to eat.
Use some.
I need something to eat. And I text Reeve, and she's like, yeah, I'm not feeling good. I need something solid in my stomach. She's like, I haven't done anything. I haven't done anything since you left. Like, I've just been staring at the wall.
Yeah.
I'm like, she's like, let's have a light dinner. I'm like, cool. She's like, you want some fish? I'm like, yeah, that's fine, no problem. So we had a little bit of fish, some zucchini, and some like, I think it was potatoes or something.
That's good.
But
That's good. At
just
least
like
you
real
ate something
light.
that's like pure.
Yeah, healthy.
Yep.
And then next day, it was Saturday, and she had to go work the farmer's market. I'm like, how are you going to do that? Like,
Yeah.
you
All
have
the food,
nowhere.
all the smells.
You have nowhere. And I had to work at Publix.
Oh shit.
I was like, you got nowhere cold to store this. Like, there's no fridge. Like, you can't store that. You're not going to be drinking hot juice, you know?
Uh-huh.
So she's like, yeah, like, I was like, just try it, try to do what you can and, start drinking the juice when you get back. It still won't be too late. It'll be around like 1:30, 2 o'clock. And, she did that. I'm at Publix because I didn't have to go to work till 2 o'clock at Publix that day. And I was chilling, but the second day was harder. I was like frustrated. You got that hangry feeling. Like people were just like, I told a few of my coworkers, I'm like, if you hear me like
Start getting real
starting to get with a customer, like I'm gonna need you to like come up and
Tap
be
me on
like,
my
yo,
shoulder.
you good? Like just bring me back to reality because someone gonna fucking I'm gonna snap on someone today.
Yeah.
And I finished both my gallons before work or before I got home at like 10 o'clock, 10:30 that night. And we had a light dinner. I think she made like a veggie wrap. It was like a wrap with lettuce, tomatoes, some peppers, and a little bit of rice. So still healthy. And I think that's something that we're just gonna like keep going.
Yeah,
doing
you could
on.
do that weekly. That'd be good.
And not even
You're
weekly,
inspiring me
but
right now.
it was good. Don't get me wrong. It might be something that we could do like once a month. Just to because I thought I was gonna be shitting, bro. Like I thought I was gonna be shitting nonstop. I had my wipes with me, like in my back pocket at Publix, like just ready. But I didn't really have to go take a poop that much. I was pissing like crazy though. Like I was peeing a lot.
Everything's just flushing through. Yep.
Like every 45 minutes, an hour, I was like, yo, I gotta pee. Like I gotta pee. I gotta pee. Like I felt like I had no prostate. That shit was bad. And over time, I could see that like my pee was getting clearer. Like it was a lot clearer. So I knew my toxins were flushing out. So I feel a lot better. After we're just gonna, keep the healthy eating. I mean, she's vegetarian, so we eat pretty healthy throughout.
No matter what. Yeah.
Yeah, throughout the time. There's nothing like bad that. And then she used like some vegetarian like cooking oil. It wasn't like any like I don't know some
processed or anything.
Yeah. Look, man.
That's good.
Hey,
48 hours of nothing processed is good.
Yeah, I just eat what she gives me, bro. I don't really, when it comes to that kind of stuff, like if it's good, I'm gonna eat it. Pause. But yeah, no, it was good. It was good. I definitely recommend it if you feel it. I mean, I don't know. I don't feel. She says I look a little bit slimmer. I don't know. Maybe it's just a lot of water weight. Mm-hmm. But I did take them back to Publix and return them, and I got $50 back on a gift card.
All right, there you go. There you go.
So that's the good thing about Publix, bro.
We'll strike that from the record.
They have to cheerfully return your stuff if you don't like it. Or if you don't feel
no, they do. And I've learned that about Paul. I've never done it, but I've watched other people do it while I'm in line for something. And they'll return a half of loaf of bread that's already been halfway eaten and just return it because whatever the reason is, or some peanut butter that they opened, and I'm sure they enjoyed a little bit, and they were like, this might taste. Yeah, so I've seen that. They definitely.
They did ask me for my ID though. After like a certain amount for certain items, like they ask for your ID, and if you try to do it too many times, they'll probably be like, "All right, bro, like we see what you're doing here." Yeah. Smart on that. I already knew what was gonna happen. Like I already knew the whole procedure, everything. Like I do what you do. Like I know what you're gonna, So, but it was cool. She's like, "It's gonna have to go back on a gift card." I'm like, "Yeah, that's fine. We're gonna spend it here anyway." So.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I'm gonna be here tomorrow.
Right. And sure enough, we went like 5 hours later.
Hell yeah.
6 hours later.
See, I'm glad you got a better version of you that could put you on some of these things because, I've knowing you you have, like everybody else, not calling you out, but you develop some bad single habits of Taco
Oh
Bell's
yeah,
late. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So it's good to know that your
Oh, we ate
cheat
Taco
day.
Bell yesterday.
Oh,
We ate
all
Taco
right.
Bell yesterday
There you
before
go.
before going to Publix. I was like, yo, I'm kind of hungry. She's like, all right, like I bought the $10. It was a $10 pass for the month for nacho fries.
Oh,
You can get as much nacho fries as you want for $10 for the month. She's like, yeah, go ahead. Like, let's get something light, to hold us over. So while we're at Publix, we're not buying something stupid that we don't need. We're
yeah.
not hungry while we're grocery shopping.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, damn, you smart as fuck. Let's go ahead and do that. So I got her
There
the
you
nacho
go.
fries. I got like a small burrito and one of the drinks.
Love
Called it
it.
a day and just bought what we needed. So good.
Love it, man. Love. Hey, you're figuring out what I figured out about 8 years ago with having that other person in your life that could put you on to, not saying that men, we don't know about these things. We just don't have it in us to do it ourselves. So it always takes that other person to either suggest it or do it for us. Which is
Nah,
fine.
bro, I hate
Everybody
grocery
needs that.
shopping. I hate grocery shopping. I
There we
hate
go.
cooking. Like, I hate doing all that stuff. And like,
Yeah.
now with her, like, grocery shopping's cool.
Yep.
Since I get to do it with someone. Like, I'm just pushing
Yeah.
the cart. She's like, you want this? You want that? I'm like, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Like,
If it's healthy
I
and
ain't gonna-
good,
yeah,
We're
whatever
going
you want to
grocery.
do.
We're going grocery shopping tomorrow. We're probably gonna hit up Sam's Club, do our usually Sam's Club, and then we do either Trader Joe's and or Aldi. We go to sometimes if we do our heavy duty grocery shopping, we'll do 3 stores in one day because we try to do smart. We get everywhere we go, we try to get things that make sense. Don't buy this certain fruit or vegetables here because it costs more there. So we get it over there. And yeah, it might be time consuming. All right. But if it takes 2 to 3 hours to shop for your whole month, it's worth doing if
Yeah,
you've got the time. So
and the good
definitely
thing now is she's working the farmers market Saturday, so all her produce is coming
that's
straight from
already
the
taken
farm.
care of. Yep.
She's
I
getting
love
on
that.
the produce, so whatever else
That's
she
awesome.
needs, like we'll just find on BOGO at Publix, and
Hell
she's
yeah.
been saving money that way. So we're
Love
lit,
it.
bro. We're lit.
Love it. This week I didn't have anything going on. Last week actually I did a lot of like backyard. I've been putting it off because traveling, whatever, got me caught up. So in the summer down here in South Florida, you go from in the winter, quote unquote, you have to probably mow your lawn once a month, once every month and a half, and then once the summer comes because of the rain and it's hot, so your grass is growing literally a week after I mow the lawn, I see it already growing. So I got to cut it a little bit more, and I haven't had time to do a manicured backyard mow and then weed whack and pick out the weeds and trim the tree. So I did a lot of landscaping. It was good. It was like a 2 to 3 day thing. Usually I wait for the sun to go down because it's hot down here. So I try to do it after 5 p.m. So from 5 to 7, I was doing that 3 days in a row, sweating. That was like my workout, and it was good. Now the backyard looks pristine, and guess what? I'm probably gonna have to do it another week or two. But I'm trying to get ready for my birthday party, so I don't have to do as much when I want to get it prepared in September. So we'll have that birthday going on. We'll have some fun. That's usually the end of summer for us here because I think after my birthday, mid-September, we don't go in the pool anymore for some reason. It gets a little colder, so the pool just turns into. Actually, this is the least amount of time I've spent in the pool all summer long. I think I went in the pool like twice this summer, which is bad. But I have been going to the beach more. We have been going to the beach using the golf cart, going to the beach every Saturday. We've done that 3 Saturdays in a row. Get the day started, eat a good meal, go to the beach, have a day of it, and then have fun at night. So this Saturday, I'm happy, excited because shout out Dre. His birthday is tomorrow. He's having like a pool party on Saturday, this Saturday. So we'll be able to wake up, do that, be out and about. And then at night, there's SummerSlam, there's fights, there's a boxing fight with what's his name? Damn. Why do I forget names? What's his name? You know it. Omaha. Anyway. Nope.
Ooh, Peyton Manning.
No, 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 no. He's from he's from Omaha. People are killing me right now that I'm forgetting the name. No, a boxer, black dude. He's fighting next week, August 2nd. Anyway, I'm gonna find it right now, quickly, hopefully.
Oh, you're talking about Crawford, Bud?
Yeah, Crawford. Yeah, Crawford's fighting. It's funny because I thought he retired, but obviously in boxing, as long as the money keeps coming in, you're not going to retire that quickly. We got a lot of things to talk about. So thank you for entering the lab. Subscribe if you're not already. Join us in the conversation or follow us, subscribe, whatever you got to do. And then look up. I'm going to post tomorrow. I'm going to post clips from previous episodes because I've been late on that because I was busy last week. So I'll post some clips from previous episodes. But let's dive into some subjects, some topics for episode 132. Anything right off the bat that catches your eye or things you wanted to talk about? If not, I'll go.
So before we really get into anything serious, I was sitting on the toilet taking a shit last week.
I think I have to take a shit now too. I just popped this in while I was waiting for you, and I'm like, damn, I should.
And this, oh, you can go if you want. I'm going to share my.
No,
screen.
I won't. I'll hold it. I got a good,
It's not healthy for you.
I know it's not, but I could, probably.
Something hilarious caught my eye scrolling through Twitter, and normally I don't pay attention to this kind of stuff, but this is worthwhile. I see a tweet. Matter of fact, let me see if I can. It just keeps getting better. I found the tweet. Okay, so let me go ahead and share my screen and get out of this.
I have no idea where you're going with this. So
no, and you're not even. It's not even going to be anything remotely close to whatever that you may think of.
No, yeah. Usually, I know what you're thinking.
So,
I'm like, all right.
So this stuff is funny because you shouldn't want to like try and target a certain audience or a certain demographic or a certain sex or gender for anything. And when I saw this, I was laughing. Calling all white dudes for Harris. We up next.
Oh my God.
RSVP. White dudes for Kamala Harris. Kamala. I don't know.
Whatever.
I don't know how she wants to go by. Let's do our part to help elect Kamala Harris. Monday, July 29th, virtual meeting. All
White
are welcome.
Dudes. Hell yeah.
White dudes, the hat. White dudes for Harris. We are honest, open, and ready to support our first black woman president. If that's you, RSVP and bring your friends, family, and neighbors. So I sent this to my girl. And I was like, yo, I want to join this. Like, I want to do this because I want to see what the hell these dudes are going to talk about. And the first thing she
more out of
replies to me,
curiosity than actual.
Right.
Yeah.
The first thing she replies to me is, isn't that at the same time as the pod? I'm like, yo, you just gave me perfect idea. You just gave me perfect content. Why not just fucking join and share the screen while we're fucking doing the pod?
Have you joined it?
Oh, I got it on the other tab right now.
Oh my God. So what is it? Just an open forum type like group where they're just talking?
No, you would think, right? But this is it right here.
And
there's no way this is true.
King,
this is donations that they got. There's no way.
She did get a lot of first day.
She did.
Has said,
she
did.
did.
I think he's saying the not so quiet part. Out loud
donate to Harris Victory Fund, dude. If you have your payment information, donate all this amount. Join us, buy merch.
When God needs someone, to fight.
And then they got a whole list of the speakers. I don't even know who this is.
Not Davida.
But the white dudes for Harris
once women
is hilarious to me.
Hey,
that it's not their body.
I think they know they're gonna have, they think they're gonna have a minority stake in the race to vote enough the other way. So now they're trying to recruit the other side, which is
having
smart on their part. Why not raise awareness?
That's the kind of disrespect.
I'm a little disappointed
that we see with
I'm a little disappointed
many MAGA Republicans, and
because
particularly in their leaders.
Because one, I thought it was going to be a Zoom link that you'd be able to join.
And
I would be able to see everyone else, and that would have been great subject matter. So I'm a little disappointed by that, but I don't know, bro. I just think this is hilarious to me. But yeah, she did get a lot of money.
Yeah,
and that's a little fishy too.
Trump just gave an interview on Fox News I was watching earlier. It was pretty good. I mean, subjectively. But yeah, do we have anything else on that topic while we're on it? I don't have anything probably on. Nope. No, I don't have.
No way. There's many people are donating, bro.
The only thing I have on that topic of like news and fun is, or not fun by some people's eyes, is the attack on Christianity. The opening ceremony, Lady Gaga, had a full blown. They had nut sacks. They had
look at Gaga
community. They had the gay community on it, and the world was on its axle about it because it was so wild. Where when I seen it trending, I was like, all right, let me see what this is about, because usually people trip out, and even I try to be open minded. I'm probably less open-minded as the days go on because things are so wild where I have to commit to something. Because if I don't commit to one thing, it's like I'm lost. And man, the opening ceremony, the opening performances were just so heavy one way. And in general, that's not what the Olympics should be about. You know, they try to push a lot of the political things away, like not showing, no matter what it is, even if it's for good, don't be political in your showing. And this is just wild. You could kind of fast forward.
This is short. It's only about like 10 seconds.
Yeah, it was wild. Hey, you can do the next one. You got a headless person. A lot of people were saying in the Bible, they were quoting like Revelation that when a white horse on a white man, whatever, will go across the sea, and that will be, and then they'll enter hell. That was a whole biblical sense. I don't know if that's what they were trying to do, but I think it was probably. It looks like Assassin's Creed there.
Children's trapped in tunnels.
Looks like Stranger Things. Then you got the Last Supper with all trans, all LGBTQ
drag queen
plus
type of stuff,
all that, which is cool. Whatever, just not shouldn't be on the opening ceremony of the Olympic Games.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with the Olympics. It has nothing to do with that, and it's weird because France is a super Christian and Catholic country, and I don't think many of the people, many of the citizens.
A lot of people were saying that it didn't get approved. They kind of like approved one thing, and then they kind of went off and did it anyway. Who knows what the real thing? But guess what? They got a closing ceremony that's going to happen next month, and if they had something similar in the works, or they have to readdress it, because like I said, I'm not mad at it. It didn't make me angry. It just was like more weird to me, and like didn't need to be. You could do something so like Olympics is so like customary, classic, and all about sports and coming together, and why try to divide people in that same realm? So that's the only problem I have with it. Like, don't try to divide, always have it come together. And that's what they think they're doing, but I don't think that's what the at the end of the day, I don't think that that was the end result of that. So pretty wild for the opening ceremonies. America looked great on their boat, packed out. LeBron James, which is also controversial because 4 years ago, most of those people were kneeling while the for about a year, people were kneeling, and then all of a sudden you're the flag bearer and you're doing all that. So that's controversial in itself. But
I have an issue with their fits. All the other countries look great in their opening ceremony and in their Olympic fits. And the U.S., the blazer is fire. It's a nice polo blazer, looks good. But why the fuck were they wearing jeans with it? And not any jeans, but they're wearing light blue.
At least all of them had the same type of jeans on. I will say that.
Yeah, but
they all have like
one,
decent.
One, you really shouldn't wear a blazer.
You
shouldn't wear jeans with a blazer. And if you're gonna wear like a dark blue blazer, a navy blue blazer, have some darker colored jeans. Not those jeans.
Or I would have said do some like light linen pants.
Yeah,
I mean, some linen pants, not jeans. But
not
hey,
jeans,
what do I know? What do I know about fashion? I don't buy any new clothes anymore. All my clothes are by Broward Vintage nowadays. So I don't know anything. Well, I do know about fashion if I buy from Broward Vintage, which you should. But I'm not saying I'm going out in the newest modern day way of dressing. Pretty crazy.
I wasn't a fan of it.
Let's stay on track with some basketball news. NBA, they did choose after last week we got off. We were at the time last week we recorded 131. The NBA was over trying to figure out who they were going to sign for their national broadcast, TNT or NBC. NBC made an offer that matched what they wanted. TNT matched that offer, and NBA still went with NBC. So the NBC that I grew up watching and knowing back in the late 90s, early 2000s, when I started watching basketball, is back, hopefully. And they said they're going to have the same theme music and all that. So hopefully that continues. But they went, and the TNT crew was mad. Charles Barkley spoke out about it. So we won't get, I think we're still going to get one more season of it, which is weird. I think they're not going to have as many games. They're going to have some games. And, that'll be the end of TNT's run for the last 20 years. And it's shaped the culture and everything about what we come to know as the NBA. So NBA on NBC is official. They'll have NBC, TNT, ESPN, Amazon. They'll put it across the board. But NBC has the basic rights. I don't know. They probably won't have the finals. I don't know if they have the finals. I think they'll stay with Disney and ABC still. But
that's such a bad move.
We'll see. They got to come out first year if they want to win over the fans.
Judge just went yard again.
Did he?
Oh, that's deep. That's deep.
I'm a little behind. Soto's up for me. Hold on. Let me fast forward. Oh, okay. Soto got on that 2-run home run.
Yeah. Bomb. Fucking bomb.
Let me fast forward a little bit. Wait, is it a 1-1 pitch? Hold on.
Just a fucking layup, bro. Yeah,
see this live.
Get it.
7-3 Yankees, runner on first, 1-1 count, and boom! Oh my goodness! 86
served it up
miles
on
an
a
hour.
platter.
Get this out of here.
Yeah,
second home run of the game. He is what number home run?
39.
38?
39.
Oh yeah. Another MVP year. I had that on my list to talk about. Another MVP year for Judge. God willing, knock on wood, knock on everything. He's going to stay healthy, and he'll win another AL MVP. He should have 3 in his rookie year. Jose Altuve won the MVP that year. He should have won Rookie of the Year, and MVP should be his 3rd, but he'll win 2. Wow, let's go. Yankees are back. Let's keep that going. Men's Olympic team, they beat Serbia by 20. No Jason Tatum.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, you got. I'm
not surprised.
Kevin Durant comes back. He goes 8 for 8. He scores like 20-something points.
Yeah.
And, there's too much.
Him and Braun started perfect in the first half.
Yeah. It's hard to get, even a good player like Jason Tatum, which he's played a lot of games. So if you're a Celtics fan, you're fine with that because, hey, I'd rather him be on the team and him contribute because he will get on the floor. But, like, if I'm a Celtics fan, I'm like, hey, that's
he will
fine.
play.
Let him be healthy.
A lot of people were like, how are you gonna play, Drew Holiday and Derek White over Jason Tatum? Motherfucker, it's 2 different positions.
Yeah.
Tatum's a wing.
And different needs for different teams.
Yeah.
There will be teams that are bigger and they need to play a Jason Tatum, and he'll get run. And when you're on the Olympics, you can't. No matter every player on that team could play 30 minutes out of the 40.
The tweets were flying.
It's not realistic. So you got to play your part. You're on the Olympics. You're on the Olympic team to be unselfish. Wherever the team needs you, that's where you're going to play. And he handled
The
it
tweets
like
were
a
fine.
professional as he should. So
The
shout out Jason
tweets
Tatum.
were like, yeah, give Bam that water bottle, motherfucker. Yeah, give LeBron his water bottle. Yeah, good game, baby. They were like Tatum after game 1 of the Olympics. 17, good shot. 17, yeah, keep it up. Like 17 water bottle handed off. 0 minutes. They were like, it was a handshake emoji, and it was saying Team USA, Boston Celtics, not needing Jason Tatum to win. Like, bro, I was dying laughing early too.
So
But,
yeah, USA team, they shouldn't lose any
Her
games.
even said, he said, I'm an idiot for not having Jason Tatum play. No, bro, you're just doing what you got. You got a fucking one of the best teams all time. People think like, oh, you got a great squad, you should win. You shouldn't have any problem like coaching that staff. No, the hardest part of that is going to be finding when to put players in and when you're going to need them at certain times. Like that's going to be the hardest thing. So I think once you make it to that level and once you're on the Olympic team, you got to like shove your ego aside. If you don't get burned, you can't be mad at it.
Yeah,
because you got all these other greats. You know, so Tatum shouldn't take that personally. I don't think he will. He's a professional. Doesn't matter how many jokes they say about him, but I don't think he's leaving after that game and upset that he didn't play for whatever reason. I think he's fine with that.
Yeah, everybody, because he knows he'll get his run and injuries happen. You know, the rest will happen. You have 12 players that every one of them should play every minute, but it's not going to happen. You're going to have your time in place. And we'll probably need Jason Tatum. Watch. Jason Tatum, one of these games, will show up and put up his points and put up his defense. That will be needed. Probably next game. They play on Wednesday, and I think they play on Saturday. So I'm sure Jason Tatum will be in one of those games that will be a big deal. So did you watch UFC 304?
I did. I caught the main card.
Okay.
And I caught the Manel Kopp and Muhammad Makaev fight, a little bit of that, and I was very, very disappointed. Not because of the fight, but I already knew what was going to happen. Those two dudes, you know, the whole week, they were yapping, going back and forth, going into, you know, the weigh-ins, the ceremonial weigh-ins. They were like ready to scrap when they faced off. Supposedly, like, they tried to take a picture with each other. They were trying to be buddy-buddy. They took a picture, and then, like, one of their coaches, their teammates, pushed another one of, you know, Manel Cap's teammates, something like that. And they were, like, going back and forth saying, oh, I thought you were supposed to be a Muslim like me, brother. How do you, like, try and bring me in and, you know, try and take a picture with me? And then that happens. Like, that's not very Muslim of you, this, and that. You're not a Muslim. And then during the weigh-ins or ceremonial weigh-ins, like, Makaev throws a fucking water bottle at Cap. And, Jazz just made a nice play, playing shortstop playing third base for the first time in his career. You know, love to see that. Screaming line drive. Yep, nice play. Quick reaction.
Love it.
But then, you know, he's got some 4s on. Yeah, he's got some Jordan 4s on.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what a play.
Yeah,
what a
nice
play. First time playing third base. He's his second base. He's a shortstop when he came into the league or was in his youth, and then played second, then moved to outfield in Miami because they needed it, and then because they had
he moved to center field when they traded for Luis Ariz.
Yeah,
and then
so
once they traded Ariz away, he's been playing a little bit.
He's a hooper though,
again.
So he was able to do that on a bad team. He was able to move position. Now he comes to a great team. It's like, hey, where do you need me? Third base, got you. Second base, got you. Center field, let's go. So he got a hit last night against Boston to get off the schneid, got a stolen base, scored, and then this game he gets a walk and a home run, and here we go, Jazz Chisholm. And we'll have him for the next, I think, 2-3 years. So
yeah, before he's able for arbitration. But yeah, so back to 304. That fight also was moved. It was supposed to be on the prelims, or I think it was supposed to be on the main card. They moved it to the prelims, and then they moved it to the early prelims for whatever reason. I'm not sure why. Just because they probably knew it was going to be boring. They did all this talking, all this yapping. Like when they walked into the octagon, they were already like trying to go at it, and then when you actually have a chance to fight and like knock someone out and do something about it legally with no issue, you don't do anything. Neither of them. They're just standing there bouncing back and forth like this, going the whole time, and then they're wrestling, hugging each other for 15 minutes. Like, no, bro. You stand up and fight. Like, do that shit. Don't fucking shoot for a takedown. Like, so I was very disappointed in that. I knew that's what was going to happen. That was Muhammad. I don't even know how to say his last name. Makaev. It was his last fight under a UFC contract, and Dana White pretty much said after the card said PFL is probably going to get a very good undefeated fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's not going to re-sign him. He's cut from the UFC, and I mean, rightfully so. He's not entertaining. He's a good fighter, but just because you're a good fighter and you're undefeated doesn't mean that you're entertaining. And they're not going to be able to put that guy on main event. Like, no one's going to buy a pay-per-view for that. No one's going to tune in to see him lay on top of someone for 25 minutes if he does get a main event. Like, that's not what fans want to see. That's not what Dana White wants. And then main card was good. Main card was really good. Patty came out, and like I said, I think he got the biggest pop. Like we talked about last week, his walkout is so much fun. You do it in his home country, in the UK and England, and his fans are gonna support him. And it was fucking dope. He fought King Green, and Patty did his thing, bro. He dominated. I'm not sure why Bobby King Green, who's a great striker, decided to shoot for a takedown against.
Yeah, that was the question, right?
Yeah, I don't know why he decided to shoot against a takedown against a jiu-jitsu black belt and Patty the Batty, and Patty fucking made quick work, put him in a quick triangle, and then he got the armbar, and by the time he had the armbar, King Green was already knocked out. Like he was asleep. And he laid sleep on that octagon for a good few minutes after, and he did not know where he was after that. So Patty says he wants to fight Renato Moicano, and I mean, I love that dude on a mic, bro. He really knows how to work a mic, man, and that's a great thing about him. The UFC needs more fighters like that, people that build their brand up, not just by what they do in the octagon, which is what you want from a fighter, but also talking that shit. And that was dope. Co-main, your boy Curtis Blades against Tommy Two Guns. Tom Aspinall.
That was over quick, huh?
Man, I don't know
Don't
what it is.
go to the bathroom on that fight, because
I wasn't even going to think about it, bro. I don't know, dude. I don't know what Tom Aspinall has in his fucking fists, but it's not bones. That dude has fucking something very, very heavy in his fist. I think he's had like 14 or 19 pro fights, and he just passed 1,000 seconds. Total in fights. Like his fights have an average of like 2.5 minutes. He just gets people out of there real quick, and I was very surprised by how fast he made work of Curtis Razor Blades, because that dude's no slouch either. Knocked him down with a jab, and immediately just ran down, like immediately ran on there, got on top of him, paused, and was just like going to work, quick work. I don't think John Jones wants to see that guy. I don't think John Jones wants to fight Tom Aspinall. I wouldn't want to fight Tom Aspinall if I was John Jones either. It doesn't matter how. Yeah, he's probably like 270.
Yeah.
On fight night, like he was. And Curtis Blades is a big guy too, and he was towering. He was towering. He was so much bigger.
Yeah.
And 100%. I at this stage in John Jones' career, not having many fights, having one fight in the last 5 years, that's not. Even though Aspinall just came back from an injury, he knocked out Pavlovich, who's a fucking scary ass dude, and now he knocks out Curtis Razor Blades. That John Jones wants no parts of that, bro. John Jones is going to be coming back from an injury. He's in the latter stage of career.
Injury right now. So what does that put him at? He's not fighting for the next several months, right?
Well, he's supposed to fight in November against Stipe.
All right, so hopefully
supposedly.
Right, who knows with John Jones? He's a wild card. Who knows? Personally, injury wise, that's why I said I was telling Dre, I was telling Ben and Dylan, I was like, we got to hurry up to these fights before John Jones's career is over so we could fight Poirier and all these fighters. And I know that's like long-term booking, but you don't know. You need to maximize John Jones's ability to sell fights fast. And with all the injuries and off the I wouldn't say off the court, off the mat issues, you don't know where you're going to get. So the fights that he has, you got to book them and you got to market it, because you probably only have not even years. You probably have 3 more fights of John Jones left, and you don't know when they're going to come. And when
Tom
he fights in the
Aspinall
main
is 31
event,
years old.
how old is John Jones?
I'll tell you right now.
4, 5?
No, I think he's older than that.
Is he? All right, then there you go. Then that has to speed.
John Jones is 37.
Yeah, speed and
that's the old 37, because we know
fought
he
a lot when he was younger.
He fought a lot.
Right.
Okay, not even just that, but we know he likes to drink. Okay.
Yeah, you know.
Alcohol puts a lot of wear and tear on your body. He likes to take stuff up his nostrils.
Hey, some of us.
That already puts a lot of wear and tear on your body as well. Yep. It's not a young 37. It's not a spry 37. He's been injured multiple times.
Yeah. Yep.
So his body has been through it.
And the only thing I would have to say to that is maybe there's a positive where he hasn't fought too many fights in his 30s, where he could, if he's doing the right things, he could actually come back from. So there's that give and take of like, all right, there's a part of you that thinks, all right, he hasn't had a lot of fights. He's not as crisp. He has so much talent that probably could overcome that. So his body isn't depleted completely as a normal 37-year-old. But like you said, the personal life is another question. So he's got a few fights left in him at the main card, main event, and you got to take advantage of these fights if you're a business person in the UFC. So hopefully we get to see more than 2, hopefully 3 to 4 John Jones fights in the next 2 years. I want it because I was late to the John Jones party, and I want to see more John Jones fights.
Yeah, I don't think he's that smoke. That's not something that would be very smart for him, in my opinion. But I mean, it's going to have to happen. He's going to have to do that fight because Aspinall is the interim champ, unless he loses to Stipe in November. That's about it. If he loses to Stipe in November, he's got to call it a career, in my opinion.
But he'll always get opportunities to fight because of his name, and he'll be able to sell. So like,
he'll be able to box later on.
He'll be able to fight anybody though. He'll be able to fight whoever you put in front of him. He's going to sell tickets. So business wise for UFC, he's a cash cow. You just got to hope that he keeps his nose clean and his legs clean. What did you think about the main event?
The main event, I think it went just as I thought it would. Bilal Muhammad, Leon Rocky Edwards. Bilal was ready for the moment, man. A lot of people dislike Bilal just because of how cringe he is, and he doesn't really sell fights. He's not really a crowd favorite. He's not a fan favorite. He's not a casual fan UFC favorite that people would like and tune in to watch. He's he's a decision guy. He usually takes his fight to decisions. The last time he fought Leon Edwards, it was a no contest because he got poked in the eye and he was crying. He's just people would say corny kind of guy. But when you talk about how dedicated he is to his craft, it's second to none. I mean, the guy is just always training. He loves what he does. He seems like a very down to earth kind of dude. And he just loves fucking fighting. He loves UFC. He was very dedicated, and I think it showed. He had the technique down. He was ready for his fight against Leon, and Leon didn't look ready at all. I don't know what happened, but the last 2 fights that Leon fought against Usman. That first fight, he was losing. He was going to lose 5-0. 4-1 maybe against Usman. He got that knockdown. I'm not going to say it was lucky because anything that happens in that octagon, it's not luck, bro. You're dedicating your life. Like when you're a fighter, like you're prepared for that kind of stuff. So he got that crazy head kick against Usman, knocked him out. And then the second time they fought, It went to decision. He didn't really look dominant. Usman didn't look good either. And then I forget who he fought after that. Pulling up UFC website right now. No, Leon. I forget who he fought after that.
Oh, he
fought Colby. Yeah.
Colby. Yes.
He fought Colby. So again,
Colby we haven't heard about at all since.
Right.
That fight,
so
right?
Colby's not
him?
I don't even know. He's trying to fight McGregor too. I don't know what Kobe's got going on.
That'd be fun after his next fight. If you get a Kobe McGregor fight, that'd be promotional wise. That will sell out, bro. That will be a money grab, right? Yes. So
his last fight. So Edwards versus Usman 2, it was a majority decision. So he didn't even win it unanimously. And then you fight Colby. Colby, like, he's one of Dana White's guys. So he got that title shot just cause. And that was unanimous. You couldn't even finish him, you know. So now you go against Bilal, and Bilal worked you, bro. He worked you. He took you to the ground, bro. He picked him up straight off rip in the first round and dropped him. I'm like, okay, quick.
I put money on Hard Rock for the first time in months, and I did Paddy the Batty win. No, I did Yankees win. I won that. I was riding high. Then I did a parlay on Paddy and Edwards, and I lost it. So I was for Edwards, and every time main events, I'm telling you, I bet probably 5 or 6 main events. I'm pretty sure I'm 0 for 6 in main events.
Main events are tough
on UFC. It's always, bro. I'm telling you, I don't think I've ever won it, and I haven't bet a lot of money, or I bet less than 10. But I am 0-4 when it comes to main events in UFC. It's crazy.
Yeah, Bilal did his thing, man. He had one nasty takedown where he just picked Edwards up and just dropped him right on his head.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was gonna be done after that. And I mean, Leon really didn't look good until the last round when it was too late with like less than a minute left, where he had a nasty elbow that probably broke Bilal's nose.
Yeah.
Because he started leaking immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately from his nose. But it was too little too late at that point. I mean, Bilal had already won 3 out of the 4 rounds, if not 4-0 at that point. And, I mean, a lot of people don't like that, but you have to respect it. If you don't like it, that's fine. But you have to respect it because no one gets lucky becoming a champ. It's hard work, dedication, perseverance. It's all that. And Dana White looked kind of sick putting the belt on Bilal.
He was mad.
Yeah, he didn't look
mad
happy.
at the whole card. Well, it was hard because I was kind of confused that I was like, wait, it's happening at 10 p.m. And I don't assume anymore that all UFC is in the United States anymore. So I looked, I was like, wait, it's a 10 p.m. card, but it's in Manchester. And I'm like, wait, the math don't add up. They're fighting in the morning over there. So to ask 5 a.m. to start knocking out people when you got people in the crowd sleeping, and in England, they know how to drink probably better than the rest of us. But also, in order to survive those events, you got to do a little PEDs just to get by, and rightfully so. If you're in the crowd at 5 a.m., you've been drinking for 12 hours, you probably need a little pick-me-up, which, hey, whatever you got to do it safely. And you expect your fighters? I didn't understand. I don't like that. That card, if you have a fight in Europe or anywhere, you gotta put that at least 5 p.m., 6 p.m. main card. Like, to have that fight go on at midnight is nuts. I don't think that's safe for the fighters. I don't think that's right, in my opinion.
Yeah, they were going crazy. There was a fight in the arena after the main event. It was more fighting and more punches thrown than the Manal Cop and Muhammad Makaev fight. That was more entertaining. But yeah, no. And one thing was funny because after DC, Daniel Cormier interviewed Bilal, and he said Leon Rocky Edwards, and Bilal's nickname is Remember the Name.
Yeah, that was he
And they were
called him
like,
out. He
oh,
started walking towards him like, oh,
yeah,
wait.
they were like, damn, Daniel Cormier already forgot the name. It was funny, but I mean, I don't know what's next for that division. I think Bilal might fight Usman. He says he doesn't want to rematch Leon right away. He says Leon doesn't deserve it. He needs to work his way back up. I don't know what they're gonna do, but the card next week is stacked and it's a fight night. It's fucking lit next week.
Is it?
So yeah, it's insane. The card next week. It's a fight night. It's in Vegas, I believe.
Well, they got
I'll
a
tell
bunch
you
of
right
people
now.
that are. Yeah, I see a bunch of fighters. Mackenzie Dern.
Yeah, you got Corey Sandhagen,
Still
Umar
like her.
Nurmagomedov. Main event. You got Shara Magomedov. That's fucking lit. You got fucking Chito Vera against Davison Figueroa. That's Figueroa's second fight in bantamweight, I believe.
That'll be a
Tony
dog fight.
Ferguson, Michael Chiesa. That might be Tony Ferguson's last fight. Mackenzie Dern, Lupe Godinez. I mean, they're gonna scrap, bro. Alonzo Menafield. It's Dontel Mays. Yeah, it's a pretty stacked card. Sam Hughes. For a fight night, does this guy have a fucking forehead tattoo? Oh no, that's just his hair. Yeah, for a fight night, that's a and it's in Dubai actually.
Is it?
Yeah, it's in Dubai, so it starts at
Time
3
to
p.m.
just start. Perfect.
3 p.m.
Yeah, there you go.
3
Love
p.m. main card, 12
Oh, I'm
at
about to have
noon
a day.
for the prelims. Yeah, it's gonna be a day,
hyped.
and I'm off. I'm off that day,
Dude,
baby.
I'm so hyped. So now that I know that, so my day is gonna consist of not drinking the rest of the week. I'm having a little beverage now, but not drinking the rest of the week. I'm gonna wake up on Saturday, put a nice meal in me, go to Dre's birthday pool party, have fun there in the morning, early afternoon, watch that UFC card, come back, recalibrate, and then we got SummerSlam, which, like I said, I'm hype about. Crazy cards. It's the second best event WWE puts on other than WrestleMania for the nighttime. And oh man, Saturday is about to be. I gotta rest up already.
Yeah.
On a Monday, I gotta rest up because that Saturday is gonna be fun. All right, let's wrap up the show. Huh? Thank you for everybody that's joining in. Kaylee, Broward Vintage, Brianna, everybody. Appreciate y'all for commenting. Only thing I have is season finale of House of Dragon is on Sunday. If you're not into it, I get it. But if you are, this last episode, episode 7, was crazy. It was boring for the last 2 episodes, 5 and 6. Episode 7, dragons. Heavy dragon fucking episodes. If you follow the story, a lot of people linking up with dragons, riding dragons. It's all about that. And now we get a war in episode 8. So House of Dragon at 9 p.m. on Sunday. So I'll probably be a vegetable on Sunday for the entire day up until 9:01 once House of Dragon goes live. So I'm hype about that. So that's all I had on my end.
That's what I was doing. That's what I was doing before we started watching that. Yeah, I fell asleep last night trying to watch it. I got to lock in. Fell asleep today trying to watch it. Got to lock in. So I'm gonna watch it once I finish. But yeah, season finale next week.
Yeah,
started rewatching Game of Thrones.
Yeah, we're gonna do that for the next month because we can get through a lot of episodes. I think last year we watched the full thing, or maybe a year and a half ago. We just do that because it's now watching House of Dragon. You're learning more about the before. So when you rewatch Game of Thrones, you're like relearning everything, all the conversations, all the people they name, all the tradition. It makes sense now because when you watch Game of Thrones, it's a lot of information, a lot of names, things you don't understand. So every time I rewatch Game of Thrones 4 times, I think, in its entirety.
I haven't rewatched it since.
I watched it so many times. So
I told my girl, I'm like, don't worry, it's better than House of Dragon. It's not as corny. We started watching the first episode. She said she was fucking with it, so we gotta
get her to the end of the first season, and she'll she'll be like, you can't X, Y, and Z that person, like, you know what I mean? So I'm excited to hear we're in a group chat now, so while you guys watch it, share what you with her, and we'll text.
She should be home soon, so we'll watch. We'll finish
start,
watching the first episode. Yep.
We're probably going to start Game of Thrones after this episode that airs on Sunday, just to give us something for the month of August, because there's not much sports going on. NFL preseason starts. Baseball's in the dog days of summer, and then the Olympics. So that's it for me on episode 132. What do you got?
I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna continue being locked in to the Caucasian males for Kamala Harris. And I'm so interested in this, man. This is exactly the kind of dude that I would think that would vote for Kamala Harris as a white person.
So let's keep it going. Let's keep
it going.
3.5 million.
Yeah.
Our next guest is really one of the funniest folks I've seen.
It's not even 3.5 million.
An author that starred in Veep, The League, one of my favorite shows.
Oh yeah.
He's also an outspoken advocate for democratic causes and one of the hosts of How Did This Get Made, which has won awards for its celebration of real bad movies. Please welcome Paul Scheer.
Who?
Hey everybody!
Oh, I know who this guy is.
So
I've seen him.
Woo!
Fundraiser.
All right. Well, we'll end it on that note.
Sorry.
Anything else for closing?
Sorry, I'm doing that now. No, I am so happy
closing?
that we are all here tonight. Because
I'm just going to leave it rolling.
Here we go. Episode 132. Appreciate y'all. Go watch the previous episode with Drew Williams on 131. He was a
lock in. It was Drew.
We'll post some clips tomorrow. I'll post some clips.
And over these next few weeks,
last couple
we need to continue to show up. And I think
follow, subscribe. Episode 132 for Tama. I am Elvis Escobar. Enter the lab, exit the lab. Peace, yo.